Hey folks, Vic here with a midweek video for you this week. One that I really wanted to show everybody. You know, last week I posted the beginning part of Darko's latest pre-market analysis video, his what we call his PMA video, showing his latest trade results. And at the beginning of that video, you might have heard he told the members that he would be showing his trading system in a nutshell. Well, this video is the other part of the PMA where he does show his system in a nutshell, okay? But he shows so much more. Now listen to me, mark my words here. This video is pure gold, whether you know it or not. I can't urge you strongly enough to listen to this video multiple times. This could be one of those ones you always hear about, the aha moment. This could be an aha moment for you and the turning point in your quest to becoming a consistently profitable trader. It's the truth about trading, and it contains some comments and lessons that I can't even begin to tell you how important they are. Right? I mean, I really think they'll help you. And at the end of the video, make sure you listen right to the end. You'll hear quite a story about one of our members who blew his trading account, and Darko will talk about that. So please listen to this video, leave me a comment, let me know if it makes sense to you, and remember to hit the like button too. We'd sure appreciate that. Okay, here is Darko telling you all about his trading system, the one that has enabled him to be consistently profitable for so many years now.
Is it a coincidence that we have so many winning trades, so many profits, so many TPs? Well, I would say no. It's not a coincidence, because you cannot have coincidence for 7 years. So what is my game plan in a nutshell? Okay, this is the most important way of learning how to do things properly. I will prefer to see these lines. Let me just see if I mark. Give me one sec. Making this here, okay. So, oh geez, one sec. Yeah, okay. So, what do? Obviously, I think I have like five screen or boxes. This is the yearly chart. This is the monthly chart. This is the weekly chart, and I have one for daily. Let me see, a yearly, monthly, weekly, daily, and a 4-hour. Okay, so why are struggling trader losing, and why are stage 4 trader winning? Okay, stage 4 trader, they wait for one thing. Okay, and that one thing is you use the yearly chart mainly for the bigger picture only. We never trade. You never see me take yearly necklines and trade that, unless you are investing, going 2 time frames below, and use the weekly. That like demands a huge account. Okay, so sorry. So yeah, yearly chart for the bigger picture only. You need to see the bigger picture just to see, are there potential for this to head up, down, or sideways. You need to see some potential. Monthly, weekly that's everything. We do all the analysis, trend, support and resistance, correction, continuation, ACATs, all the goody stuff. Okay. So you need to find a pair where price is clearly either trending up, where you see the continuation, correction, continuation, correction, continuation, correction very clearly. Okay, and then you go down, you draw your support and resistance. And in an uptrend, we stay with the trend. The trend is your friend until the end. Okay, when the monthly chart is correcting, price could very well on a weekly chart give you maybe a complex pullback. Worst case, also bridge a structure damage, APB. Okay, advanced pullback. If you are new to the service and most people don't go through the content properly, that's on your end. a complex pullback. This is a complex pullback until we do some structure damage. And then we come down into this level of support. And you might think, oh, the trend is down. Well, yeah, technically, we have a bearish swing break. But on the monthly chart, price is just correcting. Nothing has changed. Price is coming down into a level of support. And yes, the weekly chart is, down, but the bigger picture is still up. This is just a juicy, nice, polite, very good correction into support. Unless something happening on a yearly chart, 8 times out of 10, this is heading up, at least double topping. Well, from here to here, there are like lots of money to be made. Okay, so how will this go? Like if price does this on a monthly chart, how does that look on a weekly chart? Well, we have a strong level of an opposing level in here. Price might hit this level, make a higher low, or maybe we breach this level and then touch this level again and then go up. There are several ways how price behaves. And if you watch charts, back test, live test, forward test, you will see that there will be some issues around this level. Price is option number 1 holding, option number 2 breaching and closing, and then price comes down. You have a nice juicy set and forget in alignment with the underlying trend on your 4-hour time frame. Okay, and when the weekly is pulling back into support, then on a daily chart, price does the exact same thing that the weekly chart did for the monthly correction. So price maybe give you a complex pullback into this level of support, and that might be this minor pullback on a weekly chart. But if it's a deeper pullback into a strong level of significant neckline, the daily chart might give you a structure damage, APB damage, and APB damage is serious. And you might say, oh geez, the daily is down. No, the daily might be down, yes, but what is the weekly chart telling you? This is up. Okay, because it's very, waiting for this, that could take like 3 months. So that there are more opportunities when the weekly is correcting, because the weekly is moving faster than the monthly. Okay, and if you are a struggling trader, you see this, oh no, I want to short, and then you short in here because Darko told you you need to short in a bearish market, significant neckline, and then price does this, and you must say, oh, this stuff doesn't work. Actually, this stuff does work. It has been working for 8 years. 1 year before I become a lead coach, I got my breakthrough. So yeah, this stuff does actually work. You just need to interpret the price correctly. And I would say more than 95% of every trader in this world that is trading never ever understand a word about what I'm saying in here. That's why they are struggling. Okay? Once you understand this, every single trade I showed you in this PMA that was huge winning trade, regardless if you got stopped out or not, is based on what I just said. On the bigger picture, monthly, weekly, daily, 4 hour. Okay? Why? Because price moves in fraction. Whatever happens on a yearly chart happens on a monthly. Whatever happens on a monthly happens on a weekly. Whatever happens on a weekly happens on a daily, etc., etc. And everything below the weekly chart is noise. Daily chart is noise. 4 hour chart is even more noise. And don't even get me started talking about anything below the 4 hour time frame. Okay? And yes, if you might say, but Darko, if the daily chart is noise, why do you take daily levels? Well, because it's in alignment with everything else. Sometimes we have very strong daily levels. Okay? And there is a good day trading opportunity into a swing trade. The market is throwing money at you, but I wouldn't only use the daily chart unless you have very high level skill of price action reading. Then you know what is noise on a daily chart, and you know what is not noise on a daily chart. Once you can distinguish noise from legit, then there is no problem doing something on a daily chart if you know what you are doing. Why? Because the monthly chart, the weekly chart, those, for price to give you this correction, there is heavy money involved. Same goes for daily as well. Okay. And does that mean, like, I was a day trader for 15 years? I day traded very successfully by using only daily chart, not only daily chart. I use daily chart as my higher time frame and the hourly as my entry time frame, but I had the monthly and the weekly for building my bias. That's why I was successful for day trading. But if you only watch the daily chart, nothing else, and then you do that on an hourly chart, you have no idea what price is doing on a monthly, on a weekly, you're done. It's just like, no. Okay? If I talk to any given trader, or at least what they call themselves a trader, I let them talk for 60 seconds without interrupting, for 60 seconds, and regardless what you tell me, within this 60 seconds by talking to you, I will know if you are a real trader or if you are just BSing. Okay? Because the way you talk, the way you interpret price, the way you think things are happening, I will know if that is legit or not. Why? Because I have traded every system that was possible with like 3 million indicators, combining those. Like everything you have tried and everything you haven't even figured out yet, I have done that, and I know exactly what works in real market and what is hindsight kings and queens. Okay? So just by talking to you for 1 minute, I know if you understand this or if you are just playing around. Okay? Super important. And there are micro scalpers in the world that make probably more money than me because they have figured something out that I didn't figure out. So I'm not, bad mouthing short-term trading or micro scalping or super micro scalping. No, I'm just focused on my thing, and I want to become the best in the world doing my thing. I don't care what you are doing or what anyone else is doing at any other services, because that doesn't pay my bills. Okay? I don't know anything beside what I do, and I don't care less about what other people, how much more money they make, or at least they assume they make, or they make other people think they make. I just focus on my own thing. I never focus on someone else. So by doing this correction, continuation, and waiting for patterns around these levels has made me money for 8 years in a row. Okay? So, and there are times where people are sending me trades. Hey, Darko, is this a valid trade? I don't know if this is a valid trade. Send me your game plan. Tell me what puts you in and out in trade. I will read your game plan, and then I will reply to you if that trade is valid or not, because I have no idea if that trade is valid or not. Why? Because the way I trade, you don't have 20 trades a day. You don't have 5 trades a day. There are times where we have 8 pending orders at one single week, but that's not often. And people they rather have 50 trades a week, end up losing, rather than having 2 to 4 trades a month and being in profit. I would say anything between 2 to 4% of their account. Okay, I had one email by one guy long time ago. He sent me an email. Hey Darko, does your trading system generate at least, he wasn't happy with 50, at least 50 trades a day? And I told him, please don't join my service. I literally tell him, don't join my service. I don't want you as my client. Just asking I don't want to say the word, not good question, 50 trades, I would geez, I would get a heart attack. And you would do this for 30 more years or 20 more years. So what people are sending in based on their charts, it's price is, we ignore this, price is heading up, yes, and price is just doing this on the weekly chart, just like this. Hey Darko, can I long in here? Because there's like a micro daily level, or a 4 hour, just like a micro level in here, and then they see like a potential ugly pattern, like it's just like it's not perfectly there. It's just like, no, you are forcing trades because you are bored. That's the problem. Sorry to be in your face. Do you want me to tell you what you want to hear or what you need to hear? Because even if I lie to you, well, your trading account is not lying to you, because if you don't believe me, log into your live account, click on the summary for the month of February. The number that looks back to you is telling you if you know what you are doing or if you are forcing trades and seeking excitement. Because if you go to your monthly, weekly, you don't see neither correction, continuation clearly, neither in an uptrend or the opposite for downtrend. You just see something like this and you want to just be in something. Well, that's not trading, that's gambling, because it's 50-50, okay? And you never win gambling. So if you want to take like, hey, can I do this? Can I do that? Well, I have no idea, because I will wait for another week or two if I need to get that weekly correction. And once, like every month or so, or 2-3 months or so, we get a monthly correction, and then we can take that trade and leave it alone. That's when you make your 5-1, 10-1. On these weekly charts, the weekly pullbacks, you make maybe 1-1, 1.5, 2-1, 3-1. There has been very lack of follow through because there have been Christmas, New Year, and the market is going back to normal right now. That's where the month of December was a good month, but nothing to brag about. January was a very quiet month until like 20th of January, and price started running. We didn't have a losing month, neither in December, January, and February, and now market is start moving. And as you see on all the trades that I showed you, beside one of them, a potential losing trade if you didn't do anything about it, the rest of them are great winning trades. Some of them like 2-1, maybe even 3-1. I think one of them, I just did the calculation quickly. Don't hold me accountable, just do your own math. Good month. Why? Because I'm sticking to this. I'm not taking this. Okay? And yes, there are times when you take this and make money, and then you take 5 more of these, and then you wipe everything out. Someone sent me an email at some point. I don't remember if it was like last week or last month or something. It said, "Hey Darko, I take your PMA trades, and those PMA trades are paying for my losing trades, because in between those trades, when there are like no trades, maybe for a couple of days or maybe for 1 week, I get bored, I pull the trigger, I lose, and then I take your trades, I make the losing trades back into break even, and probably most of the time the monthly ends up at break even because I don't have the patience to wait for the right trades. I just need to force it, okay? Because I'm bored, I need some excitement, I need to do something because I'm sitting at my computer, then I'm supposed to do something, right? I said no. Trading is whatever you do, okay? This is why trading is so difficult, okay? There is something outside of trading that is in real life, okay? Whatever is logic in real life, okay? Whatever is 100% logic, like if you ask 100, normal brain capacity type of people, all 100 of them say that that's life logic. When it comes to trading, okay, I don't think I have ever said this in any sessions. Maybe this would be a good podcast episode. Whatever is logic in your life, okay, that is completely unlogic, or not logic. I'm not sure of the proper English word. It's not logic, no logic, unlogic in trading. In real life, if you work hard, that means if you go to work and you do some overtime and you work your ass off and you just struggle, you just have 2 jobs, 3 jobs, more income. That's real life. In trading, you think that you apply this and take this into trading. That means, I need to make more trades. I need to be a micro scalper. I need to have 50 trades a day because I need to work hard, just like equals 3 full-time jobs. Take trades because that's, how can I make money if I'm not trading? Because that's your brain taking whatever is logic in your real life, taking it into trading, and that will end up destroying your entire trading. Rest in peace. Okay, rest in peace. Your trading is dead because you take what is logic to trading. Trading has nothing to do with logic when it comes to life. You need to do everything that is logic in life, make it 100% the opposite. That's when you make it in trading. Nothing is logic that comes with trading that is related to real life. Okay? In trading, 95% of the time, let's just say 90, let's not exaggerate. 90% of the time, there is absolutely nothing going on. You can play guitar, you can play piano, you can watch TikTok or social media, whatever you want to do, until price come to that 10% of the time, of your time, where you need to do something. And by taking trades out of boredom 90% of the time, because you cannot wait, okay, and then by the time you see the real trades, you had like 10 losing trades, and by the time you see the real trades that you should be taking, you are not taking it because you already lost 10 trades in a row, or at least 10 trades, and you say, why would this work? Nothing else worked before. I don't take this. And that's the one that goes up. If you want a long, if you want a short, that's what goes down. And then you start kicking yourself, and then you see all the pips that you missed up and down, and then the market goes into a ranging mode. That's where you get brave again, and then you go back to this phase, and then rest in peace phase. Okay? So when you are over trading, you have an addiction. That's not trading, that's addiction. Okay? Because if you ask me if something is valid, then you don't know what is valid. Okay? Because if you knew what is valid, then you have a trading system. You might say, but Darko, relax, man. This is a trading service. I just want to have your opinion. Is this based on what you are trading? Well, then you don't ask the word valid. You say, Darko, I want your opinion. What is your thinking process? And 9 times out of 10, it's outside of what I teach. It's just like, well, I am waiting, like I said, like I'm saying in every single PMA, I need to see these swings. Continuation, correction back into a significant neckline or a significant level. On my entry time frame, I want to see a pattern around this level. When it comes to set and forget, if the market is down and then price is heading up, I would not use set and forget when I'm going against the trend. That's not when the set and forget is useful. The set and forget is useful is when you are trading in alignment with your weekly and monthly, or weekly either or monthly or both. Okay? Like price is building buying pressure on your daily chart. Okay? On your monthly or weekly, price is doing this. Okay, maybe we are slightly breaching this level, not this much, but slightly, and then we are building buying pressure, like exploding, buying pressure, and then we get this breakout on a monthly chart. Then on a daily chart, looks like perfectly, or an entry time frame, the 4 hour, looks like a perfect set and forget. That's where the set and forget. The set and forget is also called the breakout strategy. So how can you use the breakout strategy in a downtrend? It's a breakout to the upside or to the downside. Okay? So when you are trading in alignment with the underlying trend, all three pattern works. When you are trading against the trend, or at least not with the trend, then I would wait for swing break rotations or ACATs. Okay? So yeah, if I go back to, just give me one sec. Sorry about that. So Aussie CAD price was correcting into significant neckline. That's why I took this trade. Candlestick formation. Aussie Kiwi. I identified the price was down because we got structure damage. What is this? Price is on a daily chart correcting back into resistance. I have a natural stop that makes sense to me. That's why I took this trade. Aussie dollar. Price is correcting down into a level of support. Even we didn't get filled this week. Okay, CAD Swissy. Price is correcting, and this correction becomes continuation. But what did I say in my drawing? Even if this did some structure violation, has anything changed on a monthly chart? Is this heading up? No. Now the monthly is correcting into a level of resistance. That's why I'm not worried. Okay? Because I would be worried if price did this on a monthly. We did some structure damage on a monthly. Then we need to rethink. Okay? Even if this happens, what will this mean? Well, just the yearly chart is just correcting back into resistance. Then we need to wait for some, from heading up to heading down again, some structure damage to the downside in order to continue the trend. Do you guys remember that, the USD Swissy that I'm still dwelling about because I did a human error? I missed that trade, which was, my bad, my mistake. I learned from it and I talk about it all the time. Why? Because that's my way of not punishing myself, but reminding myself, hey, geez, act as you preach. And sometimes human error, people make mistake. I make mistake, you make mistake, everyone in this world makes mistake. As long you learn from it and you don't do it every single day or every single month. If you make like a mistake once a while, like once every 3 months, or a human error, you might be tired, whatever excuse you give yourself, a normal human being make mistakes. And I did mistake, and the first thing I did, I with a big smile on my face, even if I was annoyed, because why did I did that mistake? I grabbed the mic and I'm sharing that mistake with you, and I remind you of that mistake from time to time. Why? Because if you happen to join the service, then you can learn from those mistakes. So even if this making a structure damage on a monthly chart, nothing has changed. I just do the drawing for you before, and I said when the monthly is correcting, the weekly looks bullish, but that's fake bullish. Okay? And you have to trust the system, because 8 times out of 10 things are working out. Let's just say 7 times out of 10 price is doing what I usually say. Sometimes 9 times out of 10 price is doing what I say. It would be a different story if I was right like 2 times out of 10. Well, then we have a problem, or at least I have a problem. Okay, so far so good. So far it's just exactly as my drawing. Euro pound. Well, this is more pure price action trading. You need to be skilled, because on a yearly chart looks like a mess. On a monthly chart there's no clean break. Therefore I grab the mic, say, if you take this, be very careful, don't be greedy, take whatever the market is giving you. We have a micro, a minor spinning top, not one of my favorite. Let's just be very aggressive with the trade management. Then I just told all the good stuff, do this, do that, do this, do that. Be very aggressive with the money. Don't wait for one-to-one, just do something. Why? Because I know what the outcome will be based on what the chart is telling me. There is no clean, but there is a good opportunity. And when you are a struggling trader, skip these type of trades. Focus only with the other ones. That is more clear. Once you become a stage 4 trader, something clicks in your head that makes you take these trades very seldomly. Like you don't see me take these type of trades like very often, but I know what I'm doing, and I also know that this trade needs to be babysit. You need to babysit this trade. If you don't have time to babysit, don't take it. Okay, you're a Kiwi. We took this trade, price were correcting into a significant neckline. Look at this level. It's a monthly level, it's a weekly level, it's a daily level. Okay, price came down, gave us a structure damage. We took this trade and we made a good chunk of money. Kiwi CAD. Price were correcting down to support. Bullish engulfing, also a swing break, entry, stop loss, target. Okay, Kiwi dollar. Price was correcting on a weekly chart. Most of the correction are on a weekly. Once you see a correction on a monthly and you see a pattern, leave it. Leave it. It's not that. Maybe that happens maybe once every 3 months, once every 2 months, maybe sometimes once every 6 months. But most of the corrections will be on a weekly. And if something is super strong, there are some pairs like it's a very strong uptrend, like the weekly barely retraces. There are like barely any corrections. But on a daily chart though, price is correcting more cleanly. That's where I use the daily. That's when the daily chart is not noise. Why? Because the monthly is super strong. The weekly is super strong. I don't know which pair that is. Like I think it's like Swissy. Was it like Swissy yen? Yeah, this is like super strong. Then you have some corrections that looks like a structure damage on a downside. That price might be heading down. No. Why? Because the yearly is strong. Monthly is even stronger. Weekly is stronger. Why would the daily care? Like I would be worried like if something on a monthly chart changed. Okay. So every these pullbacks, not because we catch any of these, but I'm just illustrating an example of when the daily chart is not noise. Because there are times where there is no corrections. Like, geez, this has been just heading up. This was a weekly correction, okay? But it's just like I don't see any strong level of significant neckline. Just too wicksy, okay? And it's a bit annoying, yeah. And you need to control your emotions. Euro pound. That was another like. This was I already covered this one. Euro Kiwi. I already covered Euro Kiwi, Kiwi CAD. I already covered the weekly retracements, Kiwi dollar, weekly correction. Okay, so that's how I trade. And if you want to take anything outside of what I trade or wait for, well, I have no idea if that trade is valid because I don't take it. So I hope that I hope this PMA was like at least a wake up call, or at least just something clicked in your brain to rethink and help you through your journey of being a struggling trader. Because if you are struggling, if your account is telling you giving you a receipt every single month, it's red. January was red, February was red, December was red. Maybe you got lucky and stayed patient, or whatever happened. You might be slightly break even, better than break even, then red again, and you're just like getting frustrated, like, geez, I'm saying that we have winning month after winning month after winning month, but you have losing month after losing month after losing month. Like some guy, like I think it was like 6 months ago, and that was like the month when we killed it. Like that was like the best month in 17 years. And he sent me an email, hey Darko, I blow my account, I need to quit, I don't afford to join your service or continue paying for your service. And I said, like, how in the world, when I had like the best month in 17 years, how in the world did you wipe your account? How is that possible? He never replied to me. He quit and he's probably broke. Because just like, I don't get it. Like if someone is having like making maybe an exception, making maybe like 10% or maybe 15%, that is not normal. And this, another person wipes their account. Like even if you took, 20-30% of the trades, you should be in profit. Like how is it possible that one person make 2 digits good, like the best month in 17 years, and someone else wipes their account at the same month? I don't get it. Like, what did you do? Which trade did you take? Every single trade that month was a winning trade. How was it possible for you to wipe your account? And never replied, never said, that was like, I never heard back from him. It just was too painful for him to, I admire him to even admit that he lost his entire account. And he never get back to me. And I don't know what happened. I don't know which trade he took, which system he took. Because I offered him like, hey, geez, like I'm so sorry to hear that. What happened? Which trade? Send me some screenshots. Let me see if that was, how could you even wipe your account if you are risking 0.5? Okay. I see that clock is ticking. I think I made my point. I hope that this was a very useful PMA for you, to maybe a wake-up call to stop self-sabotaging yourself. Because if you didn't do good in 2023 and you are doing the same mistake 2024, don't expect different results. You will have the same results that you have in the past year unless you follow my steps. Okay? Thank you so much for listening. I'm looking forward to any feedbacks, good, bad, ugly, pretty. And again, we are going toward a very good month. Let's see what the month of March has to offer. Maybe it will be a losing month. Maybe it will be a break-even month, or it will be another winning month. I have no idea, and I couldn't care less. Thank you so much for listening, and have a fantastic weekend. And I will talk to you on Monday. Okay? Thanks. Cheers.
Well, what did you think of that? Is it worth hitting the like button for at least? Well, I sure hope so. And I hope you got some valuable insights into the mindset for becoming a consistently profitable trader. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. And we'll be back in a couple of days with a weekly trade video for you. Alrighty, take care.